Are we live? We're live. There we are. Leaning in here. So, I have some happy mail from Miss Buttero, aka Dorisa, aka, y'all know I always want to call her Dodo. So, anyway, I heard somebody call her that once in a chat, and she can't figure out who it was, but anyway, I did. So, she sent me some happy mail. It says avocado dyed paper on it. Oh, let's see. I'm keeping it turned over like this so I don't show y'all the addresses because I did not black them out or cover them. However, look here. I don't have this stamp right here. Do not have it. It says it's John Lewis. So look at that. Oh my gosh, look at all of that. Miss Doretha's been busy. In times like these, look at all that beautiful. Look at that. She avocado dyed it. Redeemed, how I love to proclaim it. Redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Redeemed and so happy in Jesus. His child and forever I am. Redeemed, redeemed. There we go. Wonder when that song was written. We sang that at our church. Not 1882. Have mercy. Oh yeah, the words were written by Fannie J. Crosby in 1882. We skipped the page. I was like, that don't look like the words to that. I know that. So anyway, when I was a kid, we had a lady from Scotland, and she would lead. We called it leading singing when I was a kid, and she would sing that. I love to hear Sister Eldridge sing that song. She still had a bit of a Scottish accent. So I love this song. It is in some songbooks. I have a songbook. It up here it'll say set to a Hawaiian melody. Anyway, but I hated trying to play this song on the piano. I was sinking deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore, very deeply stained within, sinking to rise no more. Love lifted me, love lifted me. There you go. There we go. Here we go. It's a classic. Written in 1913 by George Bernard. I can't sing this song. So the reason I can't sing this song is there's too much difference in the pitches. This is if I sing it where I can sing this part's too low. You know what I mean? I love it, Dorisa. I absolutely love it. Yes, indeedy. You did good, girlfriend. You did good. I love it. Yes, indeed. So, also, my mail brought me a package, and it was the last package of the stuff that I ordered on eBay. And I ordered a package of 100 glassine envelopes. And we're fixing to do something with this one right here. So, we're going to take this little bucket right here. This is my little bucket of making stuff out of um, for my tags, but I did leave my frames in there. Now we need this basket. This is our basket for our family journal that we're working on, and we shall work on it some. I'm liking it. Look, look what I did. I put some pom poms in it. Although it makes it lay up flat fat, don't it? Put some pom poms in it. So I had these, but they're not glassine. They're just little paper paper. They're not high quality paper, ideal for embellishing. Anyway, those are glassine. You can see through them. So what we're digging for now is a picture. We want a picture to go inside of our envelope, inside of our little bag. And I'm thinking we're going to put this one right here. I wish I had this on a photo paper. So I'm going to cut this out and we'll see. We shall see. So looks like it's just me today. Somebody may be live. I did check to see who was live. I didn't see anybody, so but that don't mean squat. But I clicked on the live button to see who was live today. There's my Davy Wavy, but he's too big for that. There's a good picture of Dave's mom and dad. That baby's sweet. That's my mama. No, that one's Dave's mama. Still don't know who those people are. That one's too big. What's this one here? And that's the girls with their smoking their cigarettes. Anyway, here's baby Cindy. There's baby Cindy peeking up over the table. There's my grandma and grandpa. But I done did one of them. I could cut off that one too. We'll see which one we can see best through the bag. So that is going to be our thing. Which one can we see best through the bag? Because we want to put it inside the bag. Okay, but we want to cut this one down because it's way too fat to go in the bag. I may need to reprint this one, recopy that one. The color don't look great on it. If we slide that down in the bag. There's baby Carolyn. Oops. There's baby Carolyn. You can see her quite well through there. And our little frame fits over good over her. Let's see what Aline looks like. Young Aline. My mother-in-law's name was Nellie Aline. And I always said the reason she always wanted to be called Aline was because everybody says, whoa, Nellie. Anyway, there were 3 girls. Well, there was one that passed away, but I don't remember what that one's name is. There were 3 sisters, and it was Jetty and Nellie and Arthie. Ooh, that one shows up even better through there, don't it? However, will my frame fit on it pretty? I may have to move my frame up. We may need a different frame. Actually, I like what that one looks like in it better than I like what that one looks like in it better. So let's see. Do we have a different frame? What do we got over here? We got this frame, but it's even smaller. That would just frame her face. But you know what? We got. If you're watching, thanks for being here. I had Bible study this morning at church. We're going to leave that like that. We got something. Surely we got something. Not that one. This one. Maybe this one right here. I just threw something in the floor. I'm not sure what it was. I think this is the one I may want. No, I don't want that. What did I just throw in the floor? I don't want no words. We know I don't want no words. Oh, let's see. It was a piece of paper. Okay, let's see. So that's a nice size frame, but we have to cut out the inside of it because it won't cut out on its own. So how will that work for us? If we do that, and then we can move it up like this. I think that'll do good. I think we'll do good with that. Okay. So what we want to try, let's see. We got some more over here. No, I want to try this. Let's see. How about this one? That one may be too big for our bag. Nope, it's not. That is perfect. And then that inside of that. Yes, thank you. We'll do that like that. I like that. I like that better. Let's see. Okay, that goes back in there. And this goes in here. Hi, Leonore. How are you, honey? Just looking to make sure there's nothing else that I want to use. I have those, but I don't think so. I think this is it. Good afternoon to everybody that comes in. Oh, there comes a whole bunch of people in. Where'd you all come from? Was somebody live that I didn't see? Because I looked to make sure there was nobody live. I tried to be nice today. Y'all know, some days it's a real struggle for me to be nice. Just saying, I'm just being honest. Some days I struggle with my nice jeans. I pulled out these papers out of, yesterday I had, not like that. Yesterday I had out uh, some ATC stuff. I mean, some ephemera stuff. So I pulled out those papers. I think we'll use that. It's not very thick, but we don't need it to be thick. We're just making a little frame. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So can't be very wide neither. Yeah. We'll just crank with the baby one here. We just crank with the little one. See, my plate's about to break on that one, but that's okay. We'll use her till she breaks, and once she breaks, we'll use some of those other ones. You know. That looks pretty good. There you is. There you go. Now, I want to tape it down so it don't wiggle around. There we go. There we go. Now, I have learned that uh, when this one, if you're not careful, the pressure on it will shoot this way out. So I start catching it from the backside now. You came off pretty good. There you go. Try not to rip my paper, but pull that tape off right easy. There's our frame, and then we got an inside middle, and we got a piece of paper that we'll just throw away. There ain't no sense in saving that little bitty piece of paper. Hi, Vera. Oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate that. I appreciate you telling me that. 85, and you live in Florida. Well, I hope it's not as hot in Florida as it is in Arkansas, because it's hotter than a fever. It's miserable right now. So you enjoy watching me make pretty things? Well, I like to make pretty things. So anyway, this is my mother-in-law. She was a beautiful woman. She would have either been 98. I think she would be 98 this year if she was still alive, but I'm not positive. 33. I think she was born in 33. 33, 43, 53, 63, 73, 83, 93, 03, 13, 23. No, maybe she was born in 36. 36. Maybe she's been 99. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah. Anyhow, she was born a long time ago. And she's been gone for the last, she died 8 years ago when we moved here on a Tuesday and she passed away on Friday morning, early Friday morning during the night. She had been sick. She was all but blind. She had been in a wheelchair for several years. She was a good mother-in-law. I had a good mother-in-law. Yeah. Well, we're used to it being hot. That what our problem is the stinking humidity. We're this week we're in actual 100-degree temps. So when it gets like that, we've been in the high 90s with real feels because of the humidity up around 108 to 110, and this week we're hitting actual temperatures of 100. So that puts us up around at 114. And it's humid here and it's just yuck. You just stay in the house. I get out to go to church. I went out this morning, went to ladies' Bible study, and my friend Annette taught it. And if you're watching later on, Annette, you did a great job, honey. So anyway, my friend Annette taught it, and we had a good time. We're studying in John. I love John. John's my favorite book in the Bible. So. And that's not because I had a son named John. I've always liked John, even before I had a son named John. So we're gonna put a little glue in this just to keep it from moving around, and we're going to try to get it in here without making a stinking mess. But y'all know most of the time I make a stinking mess, and that's just how it is when I do craft. I ain't neat. Ain't nothing neat about what I do here. So anyway, there we go. Oh yeah, that's perfect. She's so pretty. My mother-in-law got married a little bit later in life than most people her age group did. I've talked about this before, and so by the time her youngest daughter was born, she was in her 30s or 30. I can't remember. So yeah, yeah, I agree. So my mama is still living. She turned 80 this year. My mama is 20 years older than me. I will be 60 on my birthday, which you've probably heard me talking about that because, yeah, it's a big one this year. So, anyway, I shall be 60 on my birthday. Oh, Cindy, you don't want to glue that down yet. You want to glue this down first. Think, Cindy, think. Yeah. It's time to take the fingernail polish off. I've started chipping it. It's starting to chip off. And my fingers can't breathe, y'all know. If you know, I have my little silly quirks. Put that there. We've pulled the middle out of it, and it should be laying here on the table, but finding it might be the $100,000 question. So I think what we're going to do is, what did I do with them? I seen them a while ago. Hold on. There you are. You thought you could hide from me. These little rhinestones. I think we'll put a little rhinestone right there in the middle. Hey, you need to sit down. So you need to sit down. Don't be acting up. Come on. I just need one. I don't want a whole strip of you. Just one. There we go. Did I get it? Yeah, I did. We're going to put a little glue on it. Put a little glue on it. There we go. I need to be working on tags, don't I? But I'm having so much fun in these two journals I'm working in. Now that don't look like nothing but a big white glob of glue, but when it dries, it'll be sparkly. It shall sparkle, she says. It shall sparkle. Let's have a drink. Hi, Michelle. How are you, hon? Oh, we'll put Nellie Allen in here. Let's see. I do love my pom poms, y'all. Pom poms make me happy. I'm just saying. So we've done a lot in this book already. I still can't find. Oh, there goes an ant. Those big old ants, and I don't know where they're coming from. Well, I know they're coming from outside, but I don't know why. See, didn't that need pom pom? And then we added that pretty butterfly up there. We being me, myself, and I, all three of us. You know. And then I did this right here. This, remember I showed y'all how that glued down on that paper. So I made it into a pocket. And this is one of those shiny tags. And I glued this picture of my mother, my mother-in-law laying in the grass. 1956. So she was born in 66. 36, she's 20. If she was born in 33, she's 23. So laying in the grass. She's got a little headband on. What's funny about all the pictures of her with the long hair is I never saw her at all. So when we got married, she's in her late 40s, early 50s. And I never ever saw her with her hair long, ever, ever. Nope. It was always short. So where do we want to put this one? Oh, look, we're almost done decorating in this one. On this one. Do we want to put it back here somewhere? Oh, maybe we want to put her right here beside that. My mother-in-law and father-in-law were real close in age. He was from March to September older than her. So we're going to do this like this. We're going to make this just like so. We're just going to glue down three sides. Y'all, I have an order for another Victorian journal to make. And I have been creating some AI journal ladies, some AI Victorian ladies to use on it. I haven't printed any of them out yet. I could do that. Let's print. I can do that from my computer. Hi, Dana. Is Dana here? Hi, honey. Hi, Goldie. How are you doing, sweetheart? Goldie, I found you something too. I'm gonna put it in a little envelope. I was going through a package, a brand new package of ephemera stuff, and I found you a strand of pearls. There, it's a paper strand of pearls. I said when I saw it, I said, "Oh, Goldie needs those. I'm gonna put them in a bag for her." So I have them hanging there on my thing. So anyway, so now we can slip something down inside of that if we want. So a lot better today. Well, that's good, sweetheart. Glad to hear it. Let's slip something down in there. So we have that done. We have these just decorated a little. I didn't do anything there so that if I want to write. I still am looking for the story about my great granddad and grandmother dying in the house fire. And I have searched and searched. I got to get Detective Sharon on the job. Yeah, I got to get Detective Sharon on the job. So, yep. Anyway, I do like how that turned out. Isn't that pretty? It's pretty. It's so pretty. And then these are wallpapers that Goldie sent me these pictures here. I mean, these pieces of wallpaper, or either she did or Lori Beth did. So, anyway, so we've got, let's do one of these. Let's put one of our avocado dyed song pages. And I think I want to do this one right here because I think it's really nice. Actually, we may put it over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it over here. Is there what?
Things you need me to get from Walmart? Because we do need cat food.
I really want a watermelon.
Just a watermelon?
Uh huh. A watermelon. Um, and I would like some other chips besides those sour cream and onions. No, just some wavy chips.
Do you want some like
No, 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 no. I want some like the Dorito, Cool Ranch Dorito chips.
I was gonna ask if you want like some French onion dip and have chips and French
No,
onion.
I don't. No, I don't. I don't want. Yeah, the Walmart brand, brother. Okay, I think they're called Ice something. So you saw I used the big bottle of that. So we're going to smooth this out with our spatula. There we go. And then we're going to lay this paper down here. And we don't have a lot of time to be fart around here. I will sing of my Redeemer. I done sung of my Redeemer. If you miss the singing, you need to roll to the front. I may have actually sung in tune today. I'm really wanting a piano again. At my last house, I had a piano and a look. Did you see that? I glued it crooked, just a wee bit. Anyway, I had a piano and I miss it real bad. We're gonna do a spread here, a spread on this, okay? And we're just going to cut this page down and make it even with our song page. It was easier to do it like this, so that even though we kind of glued off wonky donkey over there, it's okay. It's okay. It don't matter, does it? It's all good. It's all good. So what are those? Oh, those are some of those white sheets. Yeah, I don't like that. This is writing. Oh, let's do this. Libraries usually have old newspapers on microfilm. Yes, they do. I have a whole drawer full of old newspapers over there. They're from the 90s. When our president's name started with a C. Oh, I know what would be perfect here. Let's hold on. I know. I want to show y'all something. If you are, hold on. If you are a part of Mama Juju's crowd and die and all that, you will get the funniness of this. But most of y'all have seen this already. But I'm gonna pull it out and show y'all. Okay. Gnomes. I have a whole book of gnomes. I do. Any kind. Look, that one's ugly. Legends of the Gnomes. Legends of the Gnomes. A whole book of gnomes. The uses of natural energy. Gnomes. That gnome is up in the mouth of that deer. Yep, a whole book. What? Oh! To look about the house fire. Yeah. The only thing is, I don't remember what town he lived in. He lived over in Oklahoma, and I don't remember. And this girl, look, she's giving those baby gnomes ninnies. She's got twin gnomies. My friend, those those gnomes are naked. Goodness. My friend Jennifer. No, not Jennifer. Uh, oh my gosh, Elizabeth. Elizabeth K sent me this book. So naked gnomes. I may have to. Let's see. This book was printed in Dearest Duank. I don't know. 1978 is when they gave it to it. Happy I've gotten to know you. 1977. So almost 50 years old. That's hilarious, isn't it? Oh, dig dag nabbit. Okay, let's try this one other way. This, this. Okay. Hold on just a second, guys. We're copying something. My friend who gave me this book asked me not to cut it up. Now this is all my personal use, and that's the only way I would use it. I wouldn't put it in somebody else's journal. So more than likely, this book is just going to be to look at for pretty, but it can give me ideas to create some AI thing. The other way I had it laying, it got too much light in it. I think this one's going to be good. Yeah. So I want to cut out this plant right here. That plant right there. I don't want that, and I don't want that. I probably will use the name. Probably come back and get it. I'm going to cut around that part right now for right now. I don't know that I want that part neither, but we'll see what we do. Here we go. Okay. I lost y'all. Oh no, you're gone. Where did you go? There you are. Yeah, the house fire. All I can think of is their names, and her name is a pretty common name. Of course, their last name would be Smith. You know how that goes. So both of my grannies, my grandmothers, were Smiths. but they weren't kin to each other. My grandma Slinker, the Smith part, they were connected to the Williams family, and there's a my name is in there. They published a genealogy book, and my name is in it because I'm a descendant of whoever their Williams person is. Don't ask me. I don't even have a copy of the book. But anyway, yeah. Wonder where he's going. He just snatched up his keys. His granny may have called him. Oh no, he's going to Walmart. He's going to Walmart to get his kitty cat some food. Anyway, get a watermelon and some tater chips. We're gonna we're gonna have hamburgers for supper. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Not store bought ones. We'll make them here at home. I haven't been to church on a Wednesday night for Wednesday night Bible study in a couple of weeks because last week I had a stomach bug. The week before that, I had I took vacation time, and the week before that, I taught a class on Wednesday night. So I hadn't been in the Wednesday night class for 3 weeks. Anyway, he's doing a biblical finance class. Like somebody needs to biblically finance me. Sorry, that was silly. Uh, Teaching me about some biblical finances. We did Dave Ramsey, and our hardest part, and it's everybody's hardest part, is saving the 1,000 initial $1,000 that he tells you to do. Yeah, when you live paycheck to paycheck, jewelry sale to jewelry sale, putting $1,000 in the bank is a big deal. So anyway, but it is what it is, and God provides for us, right? Even when we're stupid, He does. He just shakes His head at us. But that doesn't mean, as Paul says, that doesn't mean we can blatantly be stupid, right? I like his verses that he writes. Okay, my mind just wanders all over the place, and y'all know this, and y'all can't see that I'm cutting out, can you? My mind just wanders all over the place. So I like the verses where Paul, as in the New Testament, and Paul's writing the letters to the different churches, and he'll ask them a question and say, "Well, does that mean because of grace? Does it mean that you can just willfully sin, or you can?" And he'll ask a question, and then he'll answer it, and he'll say, "God forbid." It was like, well, Paul, why did you even ask us if you already knew the answer? So, I think that's why I like the book of John so much because I really do not uh, feel the same kind of connection with Paul's writing that I do with John's. But anyway, I love the book of John. I love all the books that he wrote. And yeah, anyway, even Revelations. I like Revelations. I don't understand it, but I like it. So this is, if you did not know and did not see, this is a calendula plant. I was going to cut here. Let's see, I missed the place I wanted to cut. Right in here. Y'all, my puppy he's kind of been put out with me because I've been petting other puppies this week. Went to my friend Annette. She's got 4 puppies. And then yesterday I went to the bins and there was a lady in front of me in line that had a purse puppy. Yeah, me too. Me too. She had a purse puppy. It was a little teacup chihuahua named Junie. Anyway, Junie stuck her head out and sniffed me. And they said that Junie's real easygoing, and the only time she ever barks and growls is if she meets people that she don't like. I said, well, she must have liked me because she didn't bark and growl at me. They said, yep. said if she didn't like you, she'd be going ape nuts right now. So anyway, it's like, thank goodness she liked me. Don't want no puppy to go ape nuts over me because they don't like me. I've never met a dog that didn't like me. I like Psalms. I mean that I find comfort in Psalms. For John, I find challenges. He challenges me to be a better Christian. Proverbs, I like Proverbs, but it also irritates me greatly because some of that stuff just like, okay, Solomon, if you were so wise and you wrote all this, how come you were dumb enough to have 700 wives? Or 300 wives and 700 concubines, whichever the number was. I do not see wisdom in that, Solomon. And the book of Song of Solomon makes me shudder. Yeah, not my book. The other day, my hair, I can't stand for my hair to be on my neck when it's, you know, this hot. And my hairs are not quite long enough to stay up in a clip. Anyway, my friend Annette was trying to put it up in a clip. She got it up in a clip, and then, of course, it started falling because it's not long enough. Anyway, she says, "Oh, it falling out like that." Says that's a look too. She says that's kind of sexy, and I said I am not going for that look. That's not a look that I'm trying to achieve. Okay, 60 years old. I don't need to look sexy. Okay, I'm just a few days from 60. I do not need to look sexy. So anyway, she laughed. At my house, the 60. Yeah, it's true that, Solomon. At my house, my opinion about the 60 is the new 40. Yeah, not really. But anyway, so did y'all see what I did there? Y'all know it's not that I'm prejudiced against white paper. I just don't like it in my journal. I like to cover it up. I like to cover it up. Do I want to put it going in the middle? No, I don't. So. Mhm. Mhm. Glue these little calendulas down. Anybody grow calendulas? Do you grow calendulas or calendulas? Calendulas. Calendula. Ah, shoot. Whatever those flowers are, does anybody grow these? Calendulas. They're calendulas. Calendulas. I'm saying that wrong. I'm saying it wrong with calendula and calendulas. Why am I wanting to call it calendula? Because that's how it's spelled? Because I read phonetically? Maybe that's it. Calendula. Okay, you got to get ready for the doctor. Oh, is this the ENT again? Are they going to tell you what they're thinking about doing today? Is this what this is about? I mean, not that I'm being nosy or anything, but I'm being nosy. You know it. Haven't seen Sissy Lori Beth around all week. Is she okay? Yeah, you should have thought that one out a little bit more, Cindy. Maybe. Maybe can we go into that just a little bit? A little bit. Not much, just a little bit. But we'll take every little bit we can get and just go with it. Oh my gosh. Aw. My mom had to take her cat to the vet today. So I don't think I've mentioned this, but our vet is sick and he's trying to find somebody to take over his veterinary service. And none of us are happy because we all love Charlie. Uh, he is older and he does a lot of large animal care, and so he's had a lot of stomach trouble. And I think he's lost a lot of weight. So we're going to just stick our word, our calendula word down like that. I do like that. Now we want to put a different plant over that one. So, do we? Um, put my lid back on that. Let's see what she does. Hi Tanya, how are you, honey? What time is it where you are? You are you are down under, right? I was thinking that I heard somebody say that you were in Australia. One of our friends went to Australia and went to the Hillsong School of Music. That's pretty. So if you're an artist or you like to draw or you consider yourself a crafter, we had this huge discussion last night, 7:55 a.m. in New Zealand. This little book, I've mentioned that I was very disappointed when I got it, and I was glad it was one of my free books. This little book is, let me take away the green background, please. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying about this book is this would be a great book to have to know how to draw or uh, paint a hummingbird because it breaks it down into how it shaped its little sternum and all of its wings, bones, and all that. It breaks it down. It's really cool. See, look, it shows you their flight, how you want their wings. Like if you're drawing them flying, how you would want to place their wings. It even gives you a wing pattern. No, it doesn't. It's not a wing pattern. Sorry. Anyhow, it's cool. It's got some neat things in it. I still wish it'd been a bigger book. Jelly beans. There's a jelly bean. Oh, their little eggs are the size of a jelly bean. Good thing I didn't find them. Friday. It's Friday. Oh wow, you're a day ahead of me. It's 2:57, 2:55 p.m. here in Arkansas. Uh, Blue throated. I don't know that I've ever seen a blue throated hummingbird. Anybody ever seen one that's got blue throat? Not this chickadee. Most of the ones I see are red throated. I haven't put out hummingbird feeders in years here because the ants are so bad they get in them, and the wasps. We have a lot of trouble with wasps at my house. Looky there. Wonder what kind of plant that was. Almost looks like what I'm doing here. Huh. Okay. So this red-throated one is called a Calothorax lucifer. That's they're commonly nest in the southwestern Texas in the Chisos Mountains. Never heard of that one. Okay, there we go. Now let's see. Let's go over here to our photos. So, collections. There we go. There she is. There we go. Let us print her now. Print. Doop ba-doop 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 ba-doop. We're gonna print you on a. I guess we're gonna print you on a. Actually, let's see if we can do you on a 5x7. What do you look like? Let's turn our orientation to landscape. Now let's see what we look like here. Oh no 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 no! We lost you. Hold on. We'll go back up here. That orientation. We'll print that. Okay, I need to print that. Hi, Nana. How are you, Sheila? Y'all be right back, okay? Right back. I promise. I'm not running away. I just need to run in here. Okay. My knees, all my knees. My house smells like bacon. That's such a nice smell. Bacon? I cooked bacon. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich for breakfast. My ink needs changed. Definitely, my ink needs change. I see no green on that anywhere. Okay, that didn't work for me. That plant actually would be real pretty, except for there's no green. Could change my color my leaves to green. Let's try. So back. Sorry, y'all don't have hummingbirds there. Oh, that's sad. Everybody needs a little Hummer in their life. As in a bird, not as in a car. Because a car Hummer is not little. Well, I don't know that okay, we're gonna cheat. Yeah, Cindy, you should have picked something different to cut out that didn't have all these stupid petals. Yeah, we're gonna cheat. We're gonna color all that in with some ink. But before we do that, we're gonna color our leaf screen. Let's go over here and hit our ink button. I think come on. There. Yeah, we're out of ink. Cayenne and yellow they've got warning signs on them. The pink and the magenta and the black still say that they can still be used. We'll have to see what we got over here. I always have spare ink around, but sometimes I have parts of packages because I might use up the black too quick or something like that. I don't do the pay for your ink as you go through HP, although I do have an HP printer because I print way too much. Way too much. Not my crafting, because I don't print. I mean, I print some with my crafting, but it's my children's church stuff that I print so much with. So I don't know how this is going to do, but we're going to try it. I mean, what can we do? What can it do? But we just throw it away and change ink and reprint it, right? That's all that can happen, is we can just change ink and reprint it. And yes, I know this is a highlighter, guys. I do know that. Okay. Let me see my face. Just add some green colored pencils. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Adding not colored pencils. I'm just doing my thing here. Yeah, everything is. That's what it looks like. This is what it looks like that I created with my AI. Y'all, I love playing with AI. I mean, I think the thing is I can much easier, even though I do paint and draw and stuff, I can much easily describe what I'm seeing in my head than I can actually paint it or draw it. You know, that comes with having book reviewed for 10 years. I wrote book reviews for 10 years. You develop a good vocabulary of describing the same thing the same way all the time. I liked this book because it was not smutty. It was not this. It was not that. Were you in here a while ago, Nana, when I showed the gnome book? I have a big gnome book, a good gnome book. I wonder if I should send Diane some pictures out of it. She might say bad words at me. There we go. We want to go all the way up in here. Actually, that's turning out real good. I'm going to have to go in there and trim that leaf up where I got out of line, but that's okay. I can actually manage to live with this much better than I can with the purple leaf. Which is funny that it made purple when I'm out of blue. Ain't it? Y'all, me tell you something funny? Okay, I'm not cheap. I'm thrifty, okay? So although I can be cheap about some things. But I am thrifty. And so we have a bin store, an Amazon bin store, and they nearly always have ink cartridges. And so one of the things I've learned about ink cartridges with HP, they have this little microchip on them, and that little microchip will come off. And you can take, if your cartridge is the same size, you can take your microchip on something that's used up and put it on a brand new cartridge that has ink, and it'll work. So I try to stay in the same like number range, like the 900s is what my cartridges are for. I try to stay in that range, and it works out pretty good. I mean, my ink isn't like off the top expensive. It only costs about right at $30 for a white, I mean a black and a colored cartridge. So it's not bad. But when you print as much as I do, and most of my children's church stuff I like to print in color, yeah, I use it for my printer at church too. I do that with my printer at church. So bye, honey. Have a good visit, sweetie. She's got to go to the doctor. I guess if you can have a good visit with your doctor. So, and I guess everybody that's in here probably saw that Hulk Hogan died, and we all have our Hulkster moments probably if you live in America. I mean, I know he went to other countries, but my kids grew up on Hulk Hogan. Oh. But that's number three. What was Juju saying last night? It happens in threes. That was number three. Ozzy, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and now Hulk. So hopefully we have some calmness for a while. Did y'all ever hear that, or is it just a southern thing? We've always said it here in Arkansas. So if I didn't tell y'all, this is clary sage. Have y'all ever smelt clary sage? I have some clary sage oil. It smells pretty good. When you think of sage, you always think of, or at least I think of dressing. Maybe y'all don't, but yeah, clary sage. It smells pretty good. It don't smell like dressing. I'll do that. Has a nice smell. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. I didn't. Are we talking about Malcolm or the Hulkster? Y'all, I have a funny picture I could show y'all. Only it's not. It's actually not my picture. So, oh, before I do that, I want to. So this is some avocado dyed song pages that Doretha hymnal pages that Doretha sent me. Are you talking about Malcolm Jamal Warner or about Hulkster? Because they were talking about Malcolm Jamal Warner, about that he had been sharing a lot about his faith lately, and I thought that was cool. So I want to be real careful down around here. Hulk Hogan. Oh, that is cool. So anyway, so my cousin got married on the beach, and another one of my cousins who's a minister went and did the ceremony. And let's see, let me find Stephen. So when it started going out that Stephen died, that Hulk died, Stephen posted this picture of him and Hulk on the beach. So Hulk was on the beach, same beach that my cousin was having his wedding on, and so they took pictures, and I laughed. I said, Hulk's all casual, and here Stephen is in Rev. That's what I say when I mean he's got his preacher clothes on. So anyway, but yeah. I tell you, just my opinion. Like Juju says, everybody got one. one. Some stink, some don't. But anyway, I think when we get to heaven, we're going to be surprised at who's there, and I think we're also going to be surprised at who's not. You know what I mean? People that we kind of, oh, I like that much better. I like that all inked in. Yeah, I like that. So that's cool. I do like that. Now, let's see. I might want to put something under the edge of this like I did that other one. Here's some papers from Christina that she sent me yesterday, and there's actually some. Oh, that would be cool to make me a. Yeah, that would be cool to go on. What I'm not knowing is how that's going to glue down though, because that is a vellum kind of paper, isn't it? This one here. Those are just those. And I pulled out a whole bunch of these yesterday when I was in my thing. That's not what I thought it was. I thought that was something else. So I'll say, there it is. That's what I need, but that's not it. Oh, those are the vellum pages. I don't want none of them. Ooh, we could, no, we don't want to do that. We could do this. This has words and it has a little flower in the corner. We could rip it right like that and do it just like that and then fold it over. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. hmm So that's just so awesome. Actually, I think I need to turn it the other way because the writing is a different way, and we are going to tear the top so and the side so that we won't tear one side that's going off the corner. So anyway, but we're gonna do this. So our flower looks like, but it's just hanging, but our words are going that way, so we don't know. And I wish. I am liking this glue. I probably will be buying this glue again. Although it's going to equal 4+ bottles, probably close to 5 bottles for me of this. So it'll take me a while to use it up. Plus I'm just putting in a brand new bottle in my squeezy in my gun. So aren't the pom poms awesome? Look, you can see that highlighter through it. That's okay. It'll be okay. Okay. Now, where did we do our with our spatula? There it is. I want to spread it out a little bit. I'm not generally one that likes to spread paint out, glue out. We just glue it, stick it and go. So here we go. Lay that over there like that. our lid. Whoops. Back on like that. There. I like that. Now, this one doesn't say what it is. This one over here says that it is a calendula. I'm still having trouble saying that word. Calendula. There, I might have got it better. This one here is a clary sage. That ain't gonna write on nothing. But I guess we'll go with it. I've been here an hour. Y'all know what I'm supposed to be doing? Is I'm supposed to be measuring some fabric and putting some numbers on it. I have a drawer full of fabric and a basket full of fabric that will be in Monday night sale. And I did list some other things. I'm just going to stick this down right here on the corner. It says clary sage. Yeah, it's not as pretty as that over there, but it's okay. There we go. I may come back in and add some more words over that, or I may not. I do like it. I do like those pages. So I still have this page, these pages to decorate. That one's about to rip out. We need to put some stuff down. Yeah, that's good. So guys, if you follow Anitra, I Spy Queen, her birthday is August the 1st. I need to get on that and get her a birthday card made and sent to her. Our Miss Anitra. I've been friends with Anitra for a long time because we sold jewelry together for years. I mean, y'all, I've been selling jewelry in a jewelry community here on YouTube for 8 years. So a lot of my friends that come are also, they love paper and art stuff, but they also are my jewelry buddies too. So, yep. There. I love this little castle. If you didn't see, let's see, where did she go? Is she over here? Yes, she's over here. Hold on. Yesterday I made, is that it? Yesterday I made this envelope for my envelope to go with my envelope. So we've got a little queen with her crown, and she's standing amongst her castles. she's a giant queen. So I do like that castle stuff, that castle thing. I think I'm going to journal on this page, but I'm not sure. Goldie sent me these little girls. I got one more. She's got a little ski pole. Yep, one more. So anyway, I think I'm going to go and get to work on what I need to be working on. Let's see. I need to put things. I'm trying to be smarter with how I'm working. I have a basket that I'm working out of. And so this is, all these things can go in this basket. And then when I'm all done, I'll have all this stuff in the basket and I can put it away and it'll stay cleaner. Maybe my desk will stay cleaner this way. There is no guarantee. No guarantee. Nope, nope, nope. But we do want to put we're going to put our Hummer's book and that in there. And we'll put that. And there should be one more of those floating around here. We have a piece of fabric, and we may do a fabric flip because we've done a fabric flip in a book that we just did. We did a fabric flip in in the Goldie book that we've been working on. That goes back up there. This can go in there. That's an envelope that I made. This can go in there. Those can go in there. That can go in there. Okay. Okay, all of that needs to go over to the Happy Mail book. Except for this right here is all stuff that got laid out to work with this book. So it all needs to go up under here. Okay. So for those are for Anitra. There's another picture of my mama. There's my piggy thing. It needs to go over yonder. This all goes here. That goes back in the sticker drawer. We have a sticker drawer. Yes, we do. Okay, all of you out. Everybody out. Okay, that's good. That's all out of my way. And it goes right back over there. Out of the way. So this is what I have to work on today. Oh, Lord Jesus. I don't know if you can see into it. Here we go. This is a box that is, I think this box is 12 by 12 by 12 by 12. 12 by 12 by 12. 12 by 12 by 12. And it's full of fabric. And I've got to measure it and put the measurements on it. And this is all cotton blend. And so, yeah, some of it I will probably take pictures of and put on. And the sad thing is I have a drawer that has twice as much in it. This right here makes me think of Lori Beth. She loves green fabric. So that always makes me think of her whenever I see it. I had a dress made out of this when I was a kid, out of that piece of fabric. Most of it is at least a fat quarter, and if it's not, and I have pieces like this, they go into a scrap bag, and I sell a scrap bag of fabric. So, yeah, I sell scrap bags of fabric too. So I have a stack over there of stuff started. So if it's big enough to make a journal, now you could make a journal out of this piece right here, but I don't know that I want a journal out of this. I don't think I want to make a journal. If I used every piece of fabric that I had in my personal fabric stash right now, I don't have enough lifetime left to make a journal. To make that many journals, yeah. That's how much fabric I have. I tease my mom about her fabric stash. She could never buy another piece of fabric for the rest of her life and never run out. Of course, she is 80, but she could for the rest of my life and never run out. So, anyway, so this is we are almost a third long, 11 inches by 34. 11 inches by 34 inches. See, somebody's cut off the edge over here. That's beautiful. That would make a beautiful journal. So, where's our little book? Here it is, up here. There it is. So this is what I do. I measure it. It's 11 inches by 34 inches wide. And I put on it that it's going to be 50 cents. That way when I get ready to sell it, it'll already be marked and it'll be ready to go. If you're a quilter, it might be a little thin for quilt. So my mom has taught me how to be picky about quilting fabric. So, hey Juju. Did she take her daddy to the clinic today? Anyway, so yeah. So that one's ready to go. We'll just start us a stack over here. So this is what I'm going to do, and this is going to be very boring. So I'm sure y'all don't want to sit and watch me measure fabric. Most of this green out here is all fat quarters. But isn't it beautiful? Actually, it's bigger than fat quarters. So it is 18 by 18 by 29. So it's 18 by 22 is a fat quarter. So Q is, no, we're just going to leave it 18 by 29. So anyway, so I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you all for being here. Be sure and leave a thumbs up. And if you're here chatting, I know that you're subscribed. If you're sitting up in the balcony and you're not subscribed, subscribe so you can chat with us. Subscribe so you can chat with us. It would be fun. We'd be fun. We may be silly, but we'd be fun. You never know what we're going to talk about around here. So I said this was 18 by 29. 50 cents. I should assign these numbers. That way if somebody sees them and they would like one, you know what, I need to put some staples in my little bitty stapler here. And then I don't have to try to fit that great big monstrosity in the thing. There we go. Into the fabric fold. I don't have enough straight pins to do it that way, so why aren't you going in there? You're the right kind of staples. Don't be dumb. Oh, I see. I see why you're not. You've got a bunch of staples stuck right there. That's why you're not going in there. 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 I fixed you. I fixed you. Now. There we go. There you are. Anyway, so I think I will do that so that if anybody sees it before I have the sale, we're going to do this one as 1A. Crap, Cindy. So if you're watching and you see this and it's before Monday night and you would like a piece of this that you're seeing, 1B. We'll go through the alphabet. Just tell me what the letter is and the number, and I'll pull it and write it in the book and put you in a bag. Okay? So there we go. So I'm going to go, and that's what we're going to do, what I'm doing. But y'all aren't going to see it all. So anyway, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let this run while I measure some, and I'm not going to talk. So if y'all want to chat amongst yourself, just chat away. Well, I'll probably talk to myself. I do that usually real well. So I do talk to myself very well. So we're looking at another 29 inches here. Yeah, 29 by 18. Yeah, that one's pretty too. That's just laying on it. Hey, April, I'm glad it went well, honey. 18 inches, 29, 50 cents on a piece of blue, 50 cents, 1C. Okay. Oh, I had a Poshmark sale this morning. I hadn't had a Poshmark sale in forever. I think I've actually been thinking about closing my Poshmark closet and just selling everything in my sales. So there we go, 29 again and 18. Yep. Whoa, hold on. Yep, 18. That one's pretty. It makes me think of a napkin. Hi, Suze. Welcome, honey. Thank you for being here. Yeah, be sure y'all leave a thumbs up. Thank you, sweetheart. Miss Susan. I know her from over at Anitra's. started watching Anitra when her and Cindy were together. Cindy, the other queen, the other I Spy queen. I'm thinking about changing the name of my channel, guys. I am. And everybody just rolled their eyes at me. 18 by 29, 50 cents. That was 1C. This one will be 1D. Make sure you're not going through there and writing on your fabric, Cindy. There we go, 1D. I do like those greens. They are so pretty. If you have ordered, hi Daisy. Hi Bonnie. How are you? Hey, if you're here and you're one of the people, you're a person that ordered a journal for me to make. If you see a piece of fabric that I come across that you like, would like your cover to be, holler and we can do it. Now this one here is blindingly pink. Lord Jesus, this makes my head hurt. And it is a weird, it's got a waffle texture. Can you see that texture in that? It's got a waffle texture. It's got some pull to it, which makes me think it has some poly in it. So some polyester, if you know what I mean there. And it is, how wide is it? Looks like it's about 44 wide, but it is 1 yard and 1 yard and 23, almost a yard and 2/3, but we're going to call it a yard and a half. Okay, a yard and a half. What's our width? Yeah, it's 44. It's very interesting. I don't have it folded on the fold. I like to try to fold them back on the fold so they look like they did before. There we go. I don't know what. Anyway, it's a yard and what did I say? A yard and a half. So this one is. So when I sell fabric that is yardage, I sell my yardage for $1.25 a yard. So this is going to be a yard and a half, and so we're going to do half of $1.25 is 62.5. So we'll do it for, and I always try to round to the nearest 5. So I'm going to do it for $1.85. So 1.5 yards times 44 inches. It's going to be $1.85, and it is 1E. 1E. Let me tell you who's not going to buy this. Sharon R. or Jassy. They are neither one of them going to buy this. You all know why? Because they don't like pink. I get told that many times. They don't like pink. If I'm making something, don't make it pink. They even got a pink staple on it. There you go. Ain't I funny? Let's have a drink of coffee. If you start to hear a roar, it's my air conditioner. I finally got hot enough to turn it on. Oh, goodness. Yeah, this one here, it may go directly into the donate box. We will lay it out and measure it and see. It is double knit. It is 58 inches wide by 32 inches long. 32 inches is 3/4. 3/4 of a yard by 58 inches wide. It is a nice navy blue polyester. I don't like polyester, but somebody may need some for something. Maybe they want to do some I don't know, some applique. It's 58 inches wide by 3/4 yard long. And we're just going to do 75 cents. And this is 1F. I hate trying to, you know, figure fourth with the thing. Oh, splitter. What was that one? This one looks like a piece of shirt fabric, but I'm not sure. It also looks like it may be another fat quarter. Let's see. Yeah, 18. Let's see if we're 22. 22. Yep, it's a fat quarter. Pretty. I like that. Don't lose your stamp, Cindy. You'll be upset. It's a thread, like a thread that is thick. There we go. So I just usually write FQ on these fat quarters. I sell all my fat quarters for 50 cents. Hi, Dana. Oh, no. Did Dana come in or Nana? Not sure if she's talking to Dana or Nana. So, Bonnie, you weren't here a while ago when I showed this, or if you were up yonder. My friend Elizabeth Kay sent me this book last year, at the end of the year, or maybe earlier this year. Gnomes. And he's got little naked gnomes in here, too. This one is cool. But yeah, gnomes. Here, where's my phone? Yeah, where's my phone? Is it under here? I'm going to put it under here. Not there. Not there. Good question, Cindy. Where is your phone? Ah, there it is in the trash. Hi, hi, honey. How are you? What you up to today, Anitra? Did you do your live this morning? You have this book. the There we go. Whew. I was trying to see if she done her live this morning. There we go. Okay, let me go see. Doretha's sending me a message. Let me go see my post. There's that. Go home. Home. Me. View channel. Turn view off. Go to post. Doretha, if you're watching, no. If not, I will message you back. Okay, let me. I do not see any comments that you made on any of my posts. Y'all need to help me figure this out, okay? So Doretha is not being able to comment in my chat, nor is she being able to comment on my post in my community section, my community tab. And I don't know why. She is not blocked. She's not blocked for any reason. Does anybody have a clue? Hi, Kim Art. How are you, honey? I always want to say your last name. How are you? Is Margaret here? Miss Margaret, are you at my channel? Yep, there's Margaret. Hi, Margaret. How are you, honey? Okay. Okay. No. Hold on. Okay. So, let me do this. To go here to there. Okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Trying to. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of changing my channel name just to this right here, but I worry that if I do that, that I might get weirdos. I was thinking about just changing it to Cindy Loves. So more than likely, I'm gonna leave it like it is. So anyway, I love this book. I was thinking about changing it just to Cindy Loves. I like this section right here. I think these are really cute. The little naked ones kind of traumatized me. Wow, look what all he's having for breakfast. Let's see. He's having mint tea, rosehip tea, linden blossom tea, or jasmine tea. He's having eggs from a small songbird, mushrooms, some butter, some porridge, some bread, some ant eggs, some jam, and some spice cake. He's putting on a spread for sure. So yeah, they're cute. But look at those little baby gnomes. Anyway, so yeah, I'm afraid it would be. Uh-oh. I think we've come across a piece that's gonna be. This one is gonna be a little bitty one. Wonder what we did with that other little bitty piece. Did we fold it up and put it down here? No. This one is going in. This is a pretty piece of chicken. Well, I think that I need to stay what I am. Cindy loves jewelry and paper art. Yeah, I don't think I want to change it to Cindy loves. Somebody would have a field day with that, I'm sure. Anyway, there it is. That little bitty one. Let's see what we got. This is a piece. I don't like this. When they do this to me, I don't like this. Okay, we're gonna do this as a. We're gonna cut this as a right here. Come down here. We're gonna do that. Shoot doggies. Hey Teresa, are you here in the thing? Are you here in the thing? In the balcony, honey. Are you here in the balcony? So are we going to be long enough to do an 18 inch? Okay, so we are 22 inches wide here and 22 inches wide here. So this is a 44-inch piece. So this is going to be a 22 by 22. It's going to be a little bit bigger. No, 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 no. We're going to leave this just like this. So we shouldn't have cut it at 22. We're going to leave it just like this and do it this way. Yeah, there's a lot of fabric here. Is Teresa here? Doretha is messaging me. Adrian. Nope. She's not. Oh, yes, yes. There. Okay, so that is like two things. Like two things. Hmm. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not sure I do. Nobody mean you do like to laugh. Oh. This morning I posted on my Facebook page. I posted a proto. I done lost my ink pen. Oh well, I got another one. So this one is a 22-inch wide by a 22-inch long, and it's going to be $1, and it's going to be number one. A B C F G H I H 1H. Do y'all do that? Have to say the alphabet? Because I do. Because my attention span is no bigger than a gnat. No bigger than a gnat. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we have two pieces of this. One of them seems to be rather small. Yeah, yep. You know what? I think I'm going to keep this piece right here for me for a journal. I actually like that. And that is big enough for me to make a journal out of. So that'll go over in my overflowing drawers. Over there. And here's another piece of it, but it may be just this little. Yeah, it is. I think it's going to go in the Actually, I think we sold a piece of this already. I think this will, you know, that piece is really nice. Is it bigger than that piece? Um, y'all are, this may be scaring y'all real bad because y'all are hearing my thought processes out loud. Okay, that one is big enough for me, a journal. That one is a scrap piece, as is this one. This one is a nice size piece. It's big enough for a journal. You know what? Let's do this. Come on. Let's do this. There we go. Another piece for the scrap bin. And this one here is a nice piece. It's big enough for a journal. And we'll just do it as a quarter piece. A piece for a quarter. Actually, let's just set it to the side and think about it. April Lou Bob, where have you been? I have some stuff set aside for you, honey. I had some bears. Remember, I have some bears. Y'all, April is my first partner in crime. I still have all these little styrofoam bears for you, and then I have this bear fabric for you too. So let me know if you want it. If you don't, it can go in the sale. I love this piece right here. I think this is such a pretty piece of fabric, and I'm unfolding it wrong. Don't unfold it wrong. Kim Art, how is your granddaughter doing, honey? How is she doing? I have been praying for her. I have, because I told you I would. I try not to tell fibs like that. That is 1 1/4 of an inch yard long. 1 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 yard long. Is that not pretty? Look how pretty that is. Shit's pretty. Send you an invoice? Okay, sweetheart. I shall do that. 1 1/4. You guys staying cool enough there? Better, praise Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. 1 1/4. 1 1/4 long. I didn't measure the width. Good gravy, Cindy. If you're not a goober doober, how long are you? You're a 44. Did I lose my paper? I lost my paper. There it is. Oh, we got to fold it the other way anyway, because we like to staple it on our outer edges here. 1 1/4 by 44. 1/4 yard by 44 inches. We're going to do $1.50. This is 1 1 I. Okay, let's see. Doretha spoke to me. We're going to see. Doretha is going to unsubscribe and resubscribe and see if that'll fix it. Let's see. Laughing Stock's name is Margaret. Margaret. Let's see if she. Okay. Adria says she has that book too, guys. It would appear that a lot of us have that book. Wait. Look, here's another piece of that purple. I know we sold a piece of it already. Just big enough for a scrap, ain't it? I don't know. Oh, okay. I love you too. I miss getting to talk with you, but I know it goes two ways. I could text or message you just like you can me. I just don't seem to slow down. I have a new friend that is like a person that lives here, and she's like, um, always wanting to do something. I'm like, I don't have time to go all the time. I gotta work. I gotta work. Ooh, that's a nice piece of black. Ooh, that's a really, really nice piece of black. My mama didn't see that, or she'd have wanted it for fill in. No, my mama sorted this. She knows what's in here. She gave me all of this. She knows. That is a really nice piece of black fabric. But I unfolded it wrong. And I hate when I do that. Hi, puppy. I hear you scratching back there. So, all of you people that have pets and stuff, have you ever struggled with your pet having yeast? Pup has yeast, and he just scratches and scratches. We're trying to not put him on a medicine, because some of those medicines that they subscribe for yeast is horrible for pets. Anyway, but he's doing better on his probiotic after I folded it back right way. I didn't measure it, did I? Oh, I did. It's a yard long, isn't it? Yeah, it's a yard long by. Anyway, we started him on a probiotic by 44, and he is doing better on it. And I've added just a wee bit of apple cider vinegar to their water to help a little bit. It won't hurt them at all, but just less than a tablespoon, about half a tablespoon, maybe a teaspoon. Okay, that's 1 yard long by 44 inches wide. One yard by 44 inches wide. $1.25. 1J. Now hold it wrong again. There we go. Very nice piece of fabric. So, yogurt. Oh, we haven't ever tried kiwi. I don't know why he wouldn't eat kiwi. He eats everything, every other kind of fruit we eat. He loves grapes, but you can't give him grape skins. So I peel out the outer skin and give him the inside. But we don't eat grapes a whole lot. These are going to go in the scrap pile. Yeah, all of that's going in the scrap pile, in the scrap bag. It's cute, but yeah, I don't want to mess with that. Oh, somebody cut you dumb. Somebody cut you dumb. Okay, when they cut them dumb, okay, that one will go in the scrap pile. Although, wait just a stinking second. That one may go in my pile. Now let's fold it back up and see what we're looking at. Okay, I love this. What do you call that? What do you call that? Yogurt? Well, yogurt. I mean, we're giving him a probiotic from Tractor Supply. Same concept as yogurt. Same concept as yogurt. So, and I have been. I know this is kind of crazy. I've been spraying yogurt on his feet. Yogurt on his feet. Um, a little bit of apple cider vinegar on his feet too. Okay, how far are we? To 30 inches wide. by, it's 30 inches wide. So this has been cut in half, 1 yard and a half. A yard and a half inch wide. Okay, so this is my yard mark right here. So somebody cut it in half widthwise. So it's probably a 60 to a 58 inch piece. Now I want that piece right there for thus for me. Okay. So now we're looking at a yard long by 30 inches wide. Should be. Yeah, 30 inches wide by a yard long. And we are not going to do $1.25 on this one because even though it's a yard long, it's not a good width. It's not a perfect width. Not a perfect width. Not a good true width. So we'll just do $1 on it. I love that stained glass kind of look. $1 by 30 wide. $1K. $1K. mm, I love that right there. I love it. So, yeah, it's not wide enough to do anything with. However, you see what it is wide enough for? Do you see what it is wide enough for? I do. Oh, there's two pieces of it. Okay, a piece for me, a piece for the scrap bag. So, if you didn't see what it's wide enough for, I do believe it would be perfect for a piece of a, yeah, it's 5.5, 5.5 inches wide. It'd be perfect for a flip up in a journal, wouldn't it? And it's so stinking pretty. We're gonna cut our first flip up and put it in. We're gonna put it in our bag over here. Actually, we're gonna cut a flip up for it for our family book and for our people book. Oh goodness, family book. Oh, we missed. And people book. These cheap scissors don't like to cut that very good. I've got fabric scissors. People books over there, and then the rest of it will go in my drawer. So yogurt. Yeah, he isn't real crazy about yogurt. We've tried giving him yogurt, so he ain't real crazy about it. But he does love fruit. He loves watermelon, peaches, plums, apples, anything you'll give him. He's a little beggar. This piece right here makes me think of a sheet. Does it make y'all think of a sheet? Makes me think of a sheet. So let's see how wide we're looking at it at this point right here. You get off of there. Oh, we're not quite 18 inches wide, are we? Now we are up here, but it's not going to be 22 inches long, is it? Yeah, here it's 20 inches long. Okay, we're going to sell this for the same price as a fat quarter. So it's, yeah, I don't know how big it is, but well, Cindy measure it. We're going to go. It's 17 wide down here, and how long is it? 17 wide by 34 inches long. There is a point where it goes to 20 inches wide, but it's only probably about 15 inches. So 17 by 34, and we'll do it for a fat quarter price. That's that one. That'll work. 34 long by 17 wide. 50 cents. JKL 1L. When we get to Z, I will quit. Maybe I will finish this box before we get to Z. But probably not. I love this. Absolutely love this piece of fabric right here. I think it is so pretty. Is it back quarter size? It looks like it. We're looking at 23 by, nope, 23 by 15 and a half. Stinking close. It's big enough to make a journal with, guys. Big enough to make a journal with. 15 by 23. I do love it, but will I make a journal out of it? Probably not. I may have to go to my bedroom because 15.5 inches wide by 23 inches long. And we'll go ahead and do 50 cents on it, close enough to a fat quarter. OLM 1M. Do 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 do. Look at this piece right here. Isn't that pretty? It's almost so bright it almost hurts my eyes. Tell me somebody cut it. Stupid. They did. People, people, people. What's wrong with you? That piece will go in the. That piece will go in the. You know what? I'm gonna lay it over there. I just had a brilliant thought. It just ran right through my mind. How long is this one? My calendar is just a little bit too long. It's 29 inches long by 19 inches wide. So it's a little bit bigger than a fat quarter. 29 by 18 wide. No, 19 wide. 29 by 19 wide. I like that. Ain't that pretty? That is pretty. Let's see. There. Seeing a lot of my belly. Got my Ellies on today. Can you see my Ellies? There they are. Dollar General special. This fabric is so soft on these. Some of them I sleep in. Some of them I wear just over leggings. Capri leggings. $29 long by 19 wide. 1 in. We'll do it 50 cents. I'm going to be rich 50 cents at a time. Only if I sell this. I wonder where Doretha went. She didn't answer me back. Dodo, would you go, Doretha? Dory. Let's see. She claimed some stuff. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Oh, she done went and left. She was going to take a nap. I think she done left. Okay, that is a vintage piece of fabric, guys, but it's not wide enough to make a journal width-wise, you know? And I feel like I would really want it going widthwise this way, because not lengthwise, because your flowers set up. So it's going to go in the scrap bag. Yes, you're back in the building. Did you do your live this morning? I haven't looked at channels this morning that I watched. I mean this afternoon. I had my Bible study this morning, so I didn't have to teach, but I did have Bible study this morning. Okay. Yeah. I will never make a journal out of that. I have some that's almost just like this. What is that from? This is a Cranston print. That's a good, nice piece of fabric. It'll go in the scrap bag. We're getting part of. I love this fabric right here. Love it. These blue strawberries. Absolutely love it. Let's see how much is here. Yeah. So we are looking at, what are we looking at? Lengthwise. We go down to 26 inches long by, how wide are we? 18 inches wide. 26 by 18. There. I think she came back. No, that's wrong chat. Okay. 26 by 18. 18, but it's doubled, so it's actually 36. Is that right? 18, yeah, it'll be 36. Okay, here we go. Hold your breath if it hurts your feelings. The best way is using Simichrome, but if you have messed with Bakelite enough and it clacks and you know the Bakelite clack, then that's a good way too. I can hear the clack of it and just tell the difference in the sound of the plastic. You can rub it on your blue jeans. Rub it real, like if you have on blue jeans, rub it real hard and real fast and get the plastic real hot. And then smell of it. If it smells like formaldehyde, it's going to be Bakelite. You can also go online, go to YouTube, and search testing Bakelite with baking soda. And there is a way to test Bakelite with baking soda where you make a baking soda paste, and I think it turns yellow just like the Simichrome does. So this one is 26 inches long by, what did we say? 27 inches long by 18 inches wide. 18 by 27. I love it. Yep, I do. Did that help, Margaret? I won't say that every time I can look at something and tell you. The first thing you need to look for is make sure there's no seams. If it has a seam, it's not Bakelite. Okay? If it has a seam, it will not be Bakelite. Bakelite is I think it's poured, but I'm not positive. But no seams. Make that into a cursive O. There you go. So hold on, and are you still here, Margaret? I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Here we go. So this is my hoard of Bakelite. And okay. So okay, so this is plastic. It could be Bakelite. It don't have a seam. Let me clink it, okay? Maybe. So there, that's what I'm looking for, is that high-pitched clack. No. Did you hear the difference between those clacks? It's dull. It's deeper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not Bakelite. It might be, but I'm pretty sure this one may not be Bakelite. It could be. I can't remember. And then I have this, that's carved Bakelite. I have these, all my bracelets. And then I have earrings. These are Bakelite. This is Bakelite. I only have one of those earrings. These no, I have a pair of cufflinks. They are Bakelite. This one here is Bakelite too. And I have the part that goes with it to put the earring back together. And that is Bakelite. Yeah. All of that's Bakelite. Anyway, did you hear the difference between those clacks, Margaret? So this is what you're looking for. If you have a stack of bracelets, first thing you're going to do is look inside them, make sure there's no seams, okay? No seams. You want to hear that high-pitched clack. So when I take this one in, bring this in, it sounds deeper. It does not sound clacky. Not Bakelite, Bakelite. I don't have on jeans, but no smell. Get it to where your finger's almost burning. No smell. Okay, hold on. Yeah, smell. Okay, so this is a plastic bangle that I pulled out. Although there is no seam in it, okay, there is no seam in it, you want to look on the inside. So when you do Bakelite together and you clack it together, it makes a high-pitched clack, okay? When I clack this on top of these, it changes. It's a deeper clack. It's a deeper clack. So it's just something after you've clacked enough of them together, you start learning. So these bracelets, except for there was a third one and I sold it already. These bracelets, I bought all three of them at a thrift store up in Northwest Arkansas. They had them all bound together and sold them to me for $5. As soon as I saw them, I thought they're Bakelite, but then when I picked them up and clacked them together, I knew they was. So this is some of my hoarding. Yep. And it's in a beautiful little silver box like this. Silver plated, not real silver box. But yeah. And it sits up here by Mrs. Beasley. She guards it so nobody can steal it. I also collect thermoset jewelry, which is a type of plastic jewelry from the war, around the war, time of the war. So anyway, oh, that goes back in its bag. Yeah. Hopefully she caught that time. So guys, I'm getting hot and I'm getting tired and I'm going to my room and sitting there. Vintage buttons, okay? You should still be able to clack the buttons together and hear them. You should still be able to clack the buttons together and hear it. So, yep. So, anyway, yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that I have hidden away. If you ever hold on, I'm going to turn my camera around and show y'all some stuff. Hold on. Okay, so that all that back there is all of my junk behind. There's my things. But let's go here and turn you like. That's a journal. Up here I have jewelry stuck on. I have a teddy bear in the corner with jewelry. I have a display. I have a tree with jewelry on it. A big tall display, and then Mrs. Beasley sits up there. And then down here, which I don't think you can see it, behind all that mess, there is a jewelry box full of stuff. So full of vintage jewelry. Yep. Yeah. I'm a hoarder. Let's just own it, Cindy. You're a hoarder. Everybody knows it. It's okay. We don't mind. So, you haven't hardly looked at them yet. I have a button tin. I never check them for Bakelite buttons. I just don't. Not because I don't. I mean, it's not that yeah. To me, they're just a button. I'm going to put them on something. I mean, so I love my Bakelite. I have it up there. I've sold a few pieces of it, but I don't wear it. I don't wear it. So, in fact, a lot of my jewelry that I don't wear, I've started bringing in here and selling because I figure it's time for somebody to enjoy it. Oh, I forgot to show y'all something while I was doing my flipping. Hold on just a second. Let's flip this way. I mean, if we're going to show y'all the whole mess, let's just show you the whole mess. So this is, okay, hold on. Let me turn off the light. Whoa, you fell. Hold on. There, I turned the light off. Okay, so up here I have what I call my Native American tourism jewelry. You can see it's native beaded jewelry, and then the little beaded bag is just a little beaded bag like we always had when we was kids. And then up here I have vintage purses that are mesh. Okay, and then we're going to turn this way, and we're going to go. That's my big hummingbird. See the little black bag? I don't know if you can see the gold one behind it. Those are Whiting and Davis bags. And all that jewelry that's hanging off that is all turtle stuff. And then up there there's a little bag that's got turtle brooches over on it. And then this, hold on, I'm trying to not get caught on my thing. And then this right here, if we can, hold on, Cindy, where's the camera? There it is. That right there is my turtle collection. That's my turtle collection. And then that's my chia pet guy. But I didn't put the chia pet on his head. That's my chia pet guy. That's my turtle collection. I have turtles. They're all mainly brooches. I do have a bunch of turtle necklaces, but mainly brooches. So I do have some sitters up there. So anyway, yeah. I am a hoarder. Just call me that. Hoarder Cindy. Hold on, now I've got y'all upside down. There you go. Okay, sorry guys, I didn't mean to make anybody dizzy. If you're dizzy, put your head between your knees. If you can't get your head between your knees, just close your eyes and breathe deep, okay? Anyway, let's see what we're looking at back here. There we go. Okay, we have really jacked it up. There we go. Okay, I think, is that any better? Is it? No? There we go. There. Now. There. There. That's better. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've shown my room. So, it's a mess. I didn't show y'all the floor. I've got just a trail to walk through here right now. I got boxes. If I can get this last box of fabric sold, that'll be one less box that I have to mess with. So anyway, so I am gonna go. Thanks everybody for being here. Leave a thumbs up if you're not subscribed and you're in the balcony. Please subscribe. Uh, you never know what we're gonna do around here, what we're gonna talk about, and I mean, any given day we might stop and have a prayer meeting or sing a song. So who knows? Have a good one. See you guys later.